The Lord has been bringing words before my eyes in the last while that I released a number of years ago, and has told me to reshare them now, as there is a full circle fulfillment happening in a greater way. Be expectant this week, people of God, to see a manifestation of His roar. I heard the Lord say, this week expect to see the manifestation of my roar. I had a vision and I saw the Lion of Judah roaring over many in the body of Christ. As he roared, fire came out of his mouth. As he roared, the atmosphere was filled with the vengeance of God against the enemy. Vengeance. Punishment inflicted, or retribution exacted for an injury or wrong. This is a word for those who have felt like they are continuing to walk in a time of ferocious, unrelenting battle. The level of opposition is nothing you have experienced before. You had moments of reprieve, but the onslaught has continued. The Lord showed me that many do not know the extent of the battle you have been walking, but you have been crying out to the Lord in the secret place for deliverance. The weariness you are feeling has gone beyond a battle weariness. There is a deep, unusual exhaustion. As I was watching this, it reminded me of a dream I had where the Lord showed me the attack that was happening over many believers, and the Lord revealed that the enemy was coming to weary the saints. The Lord showed me that many intercessors have been targeted by the enemy in this hour. The battle with the witchcraft spirit that has come against intercessors and prophets has been on a scale that they have not experienced before. I heard the Lord say, the enemy has come to steal, kill, and destroy, but I am roaring over these ones who have been in a relentless fight. I am roaring over my prophets and intercessors who have been facing an onslaught that has come to kill vision, to kill hope, to kill clarity, to kill vitality and strength. But today I encourage these dear ones, this week to expect to see the manifestation of my roar. As the Lord roars over these ones and the manifestation of His roar is revealed in the natural through deliverance, restoration, shift, and breakthrough, the enemy will be reminded again of his defeat. The enemy will be sorry that he messed with you, as our great avenger steps in to bring fierce recompense to his people. The enemy came like a roaring lion to devour, but I declare today that I am roaring as the Lion of Judah over these ones to deliver them into their greatest hour in me. Their greatest hour in partnering with me for a new move of my spirit that they have never seen before. The enemy came to kill and attempt to cause my people to fall under the weight of this season, but as I roar my fire, my revival fire, is bringing dead things back to life. I am roaring and all the dry bones are rattling. I am roaring and my divine retribution is being displayed against the enemy. The enemy has come with intimidation to appear ferocious, but I declare today that the ferocious recompense of my hand is moving in the lives of these. I am not only bringing back to life with my resurrection and restorative power that which has been stolen, broken and seems dead, I am bringing forth increase. The heavens are thundering increase. The heavens are thundering a mighty release of my fire to burn away the chaff, to deliver my people, to activate my people, to revive my people, and to mark my people. The words surrounded me again, my people, this week, raise your expectation, be in faith and hope to expect to see the manifestation of my roar. Expect this week to see what happens when the Lion of Judah roars. The encounters with my fire released from my mouth as I roar will not only heal you, deliver you, activate you and revive you, but you will be marked by my fire. For many of you have been crying out for a fresh baptism of my fire, and I say unto you, that the battle increased dramatically over the last week, because you will begin to see the manifestation of the answer to your cry, this week. You will see the first fruits of a time of being completely immersed in a fresh baptism of my fire, this week. This week will mark the beginning of this time of being marked and completely undone by my fire. It will begin for many this week, but it will far surpass this week. The level of fire that you will experience in this fresh baptism of my fire will change everything. When the Lord spoke those words, change everything, I felt everything in the atmosphere shake. Again, I was surrounded by this sense of, nothing will be left untouched. As you enter into this time of revival fire and a fierce baptism of His fire, it will make total sense to you why you have felt like you have been in the battle of your life. For this encounter with the fire of God is going to change everything. It will change the way you hear, the way you see, the way you perceive, the way you live, the way you think, and the way you minister. It is not a fire that comes to deliver you into a season where you will never have a battle again, but this fire comes to strengthen you, ignite you, revive you, activate you, and usher you into a deeper place of burning adoration for Jesus. I then heard the words, "It will be as if the battle never happened." The level of restoration, healing, deliverance, and freedom that will come in this deep encounter with His fire, you will come forth restored. Fine-tuned hearing. The Lord showed me that so many, who have been in this ferocious battle, have faced such an intense battle that came suddenly over their clarity in hearing from the Lord. They were hearing from the Lord and having deep encounters with Him, and then this attack began, and then a fog, a confusion, a spinning, just to name a few, came. But in this fresh baptism of fire, not only is the Lord breaking and annihilating that attack of witchcraft, but there will be such a powerful deliverance and fine-tuning to hear and perceive that which God is speaking and doing at a level that they have not experienced before. There will be such an increase of clarity in their vision as they live at the feet of Jesus and are immersed in the Word of God, to see, perceive, and partner with the new things that God is doing in the earth. Isaiah 43 verse 19. His words surrounded me strongly, my voice is coming like thunder. At this also my heart trembles and leaps out of its place. Keep listening to the thunder of His voice and the rumbling that comes from His mouth. Under the whole heaven He lets it go, and His lightning to the corners of the earth. After His voice roars, He thunders with His majestic voice, and He does not restrain the lightnings when His voice is heard. God thunders wondrously with His voice. He does great things that we cannot comprehend. Job 37 verses 1-5 ESV. These ones who have been in tremendous warfare, I am not only bringing forth a mighty deliverance upon their lives, but I am raising them up with a deeper level of discernment of the enemy's tactics and schemes. They will not only walk in a level of discernment to shut down the enemy's plans before they can take hold, but they will teach others the keys to overcoming and victory, that which they learned in the depths of the fire with me. They are rising up as warriors like never before, with a renewed level of authority, a deeper awakening to their authority in me, the power of my word and the commission upon their lives. The burning ones are rising out of the fire with fire in their eyes, as they go forth with a holy conviction, like never before, of the power of my name. I am raising them up again, and their hearts are tender and yielded towards me, and my voice through them is like thunder. They live and walk in awe and reverence of me, and as they speak my words, my majesty will be revealed in glorious ways. Bodies supernaturally strengthened. I saw bodies being healed and restored. There is a divine strengthening and empowerment upon the physical body that will take place in these encounters with the fire of God. The stress of the season upon many bodies will suddenly leave. The demonic attack against bodies and the health of His people will be broken in the encounters with His fire. A supernatural strengthening of bodies will take place in the glorious encounters with the fire of God. Where this season has been one where many have faced such assault on their bodies, the season of encountering His fire that He is leading these ones into will see them fortified and strengthened in their bodies in a supernatural way, by His Spirit. In this season, as they encounter His fire and meditate upon His word, such a deep strengthening in physical bodies will be restored. The battle over destiny. The Lord showed me the battle over destiny, His destiny over the lives of these ones. Where the enemy came to abort and to kill, there is a birthing of destiny that is taking place right now. You may not feel it, you may feel opposite to that, but there is a divine nexus point that you are coming to, a divine crossroads, and the enemy is terrified of you stepping into this new territory of the Lord's destiny for your life. I want to encourage you today that your prayers have not fallen on deaf ears. The Lord has been, and is, attentive to your cry, Psalm 34 verse 15. Your faithfulness to the Lord, your decree, your place of faith by standing and waging war with your prophetic words, 1 Timothy 1 verse 18, is not in vain. The Lord is moved by your faith. He is moved by your faithfulness to Him. The Lord is moved by your love and affection towards Him. The enemy came to try harder than ever to take you out in this season, but God is going to turn what the enemy meant for your harm, for your good. Genesis 50 verse 20, Romans 8 verse 28. As the Lion of Judah roars over you, align your roar with His. Continue to align your faith and your yes with His yes. The enemy came in ferociously, but by His Spirit, you are overcoming. The Lord is raising up overcomers, those who overcome by faith. You have stood, you have fought, you have believed, but yes, you have become weary and heavy laden. But I want to encourage you, the Lord is roaring over you and making all things right. The enemy may have tried to shut you down and shut you up, but there is a holy travail of birthing being released upon you right now, as the Lord roars over you to see the manifestation of His power and a move of His Spirit through your life and the assignments before you, like never before. I heard the words surrounding me, it's time for outpouring. It's time for outpouring. Stay in faith. Raise your expectation this week to see the manifestation of His roar in your life, and to step into the first fruits of a season of being marked by His fire that will change you.